Hello YouTube, this is another one of those stream highlight videos that I'm doing. This is based on the stream that I did a couple of days ago before I left to go out of town. This video was two of my friends, Jamal and Yariel. In this video, we watched two videos in the stream, but this is the one of the videos that we did debating the GOAT pyramid. I have another video that's coming out based on the stream. These streams are weekly, so you should tune in and watch as we react to videos. We give our opinions on them. Go ahead and like and subscribe for more NBA analysis videos, more NBA videos coming.
A few weeks ago, Shaq shared this basketball GOAT pyramid on Instagram. And I only know this because people were tagging me in the comments thinking it was mine. But it's not. The dead giveaway was LeBron being on tier 3. Also, current day Steph on tier 4 was a massive red flag. And a pretty solid player by the name of Hakeem Olajuwon was nowhere to be found on this pyramid at all. So, as cool as it would be to have Shaq share some content from the channel, this NBA GOAT pyramid is from someone else. But it did get me thinking. With all of the events that have taken place over the last 4 NBA seasons, I think it's time we update our GOAT pyramid. So here's the pyramid I made 3 years ago.
This one made 3 years ago.
3 years ago, MJ. Hold on, I got it. MJ, okay, is the GOAT, the greatest of all time, the beast, the gang. Anyway,
you look good. Right. You look good.
Up top. All right, tier 2. Okay. Pippen at tier 4. All right. Curry at tier 4. D Wade at tier 4. KD tier 4. All right. I mean, why is John Stockton bitch ass doing there?
That's what I'm saying. But hey, he made new one. So he made new one.
23rd, 2019 to be exact. Which means since this video was released, 4 new teams have been crowned champions, 4 MVPs have been awarded, and there has been 3.5 seasons worth of NBA context to consider for our new pyramid. Now, I want to keep this new pyramid at 30 players like our original one. So if I add any players, I unfortunately have to take players off as well. And just like with my original GOAT pyramid, there are a few factors I'm going to be considering throughout this process. A player's peak, which I value more than longevity, their accomplishments and hardware, their skill and ability, and even the era that they played in. And of course, just like with my original GOAT pyramid, these selections are...
What?
I am glad that he just said something that I really agree with. Players peak that he actually takes more than longevity. Like, actually glad that he said that because people really take longevity over peakness. And it's so annoying because when it comes to longevity, like, of course, people are going to be better than the other player because longevity makes it better, period. But peakness,
sometimes longevity matters. Like, with some things, it matters. Like the reason why I just put Curry over Larry Bird, like just like last season, was because like he didn't have the longevity. Like, but peak. I value everything you said. That's how I do my list as well. But also I put in longevity like an end because like you need longevity. You can't have like an amazing peak, but in rest of your career you get no All NBAs, nothing. So like that also matters. But like I agree with the.
So wait, so you're talking about. So you mean like longevity by like how long your peak is, pretty much?
No.
If we're talking longevity shit, I think Curry's been good. I think Curry's been playing at a better level for a longer period of time than Jordan was.
Then what?
I feel like Jordan really just had those fucking 6 years, to be honest.
No, he didn't.
Some may not, but after winning his 4th championship and 4th Finals MVP while climbing every all-time leaderboard over the last 4 seasons, LeBron James has earned a spot in tier 1. Because at this point, the all-time discussion has virtually become Michael Jordan, James, and then everyone else. I still have MJ as the GOAT, but the gap between MJ and LeBron feels smaller than the gap between LeBron and whoever comes
Valid.
So I feel this change was necessary and well-earned.
Agreed.
But that leaves us with 3 players on tier 2. And that just looks weird. So when considering peaks and accolades and impact on the game and every other factor I can conjure up, I've decided to move Bill Russell and Larry Bird up to tier 2.
What?
In the original pyramid, I had...
You're lying.
Magic on tier 2 and Bird on tier 3. But with LeBron moving up, this gives room for Bird and Magic to be on the same tier, as they should be. And Bill Russell, 11 rings, greatest defensive player of all time. There's not much to be said.
I know you don't like that
There's
Larry
two
Bird pick.
players in
I
particular
don't.
who have solidified their legacies over the last
Bro,
few
Russell
seasons.
one.
Put Tim Duncan in tier 2, please.
Bro, Tim
Please.
Duncan's supposed to be in tier 2.
Please.
And I
Not,
agree.
not
Put
Bill Russell.
Tim
Bill
Duncan
Russell.
in
Bill
tier
Russell does
2.
not need to be nowhere near Kareem.
Bro, tier 2. Well, I'll say
Or
why I
Magic,
like.
for that.
I'm gonna say
Or
why I
Magic,
don't like. I don't like this pyramid in general. I'll say why at the end, not now. But I don't like. Bro, what you doing, bro? Tell you, bro. I'm finna take care of myself, bro. Take the camera,
What?
bro. Talk about Antoine. Take the camera, bro.
What the hell is this
Ew.
man doing, bro?
I don't want
Hey,
that
bro,
to slip
chill,
up,
bro, chill.
I don't want it to
Bro,
slip
what
up.
is
Take
that?
the camera, bro. I don't know what he's doing, bro. Come on.
And
Hey,
have earned spots
this man
on
probably
tier
getting
3
hit,
with
man.
Shaq, Hakeem, Duncan, and Wilt. Those players are, of course, Steph Curry and Kevin Durant. Since 2019, Steph has proven without a shadow of a doubt that he's the greatest shooter of all time. And after winning his 4th championship and first Finals MVP last season, he's made the jump into tier 3. Steph's brilliance and consistency season after season has extended his prime past where I think most fans would have ever considered. Now in his 13th season, at 34 years old, he's not only one of the best players in the league, he's putting together arguably the best season of his historic career. And the same could be said for Kevin Durant. He's got all the hardware, a league MVP, 2 championships, and 2 finals MVPs. But what has bumped Durant from tier 4 into tier 3 is his relentless consistency as a generational talent. Since 2019, he's made 2 more All-NBA teams while averaging 29, 7, and 6. And this has earned him
Nah,
the jump
KD needs
from
to be
tier
in
four
tier 4.
to tier
I'll
3.
hold
And that brings us to tier 4, which has some pretty major changes to it. And our first change comes with John Stockton, who gets demoted
Yes,
into tier 5, which puts him at about the 4th or 6th greatest.
New op pack in the air, this gas or what? He'll still be alive right now if you niggas ain't gas him up.
Big W. Big
Oh,
W.
God.
He had Magic,
We
Steph,
hate John
Oscar,
Stockton over
and
there.
Isaiah. Scottie Pippen also got demoted to tier 5.
I like that shit. I like that
I
shit.
made this decision because despite Scottie's critical role
Agreed.
throughout the Bulls dynasty, his talents as an individual player just don't warrant him a
liking
spot
this.
amongst players like Oscar Robertson, Karl Malone, and Julius Erving. And unfortunately, Dwayne Wade and Isaiah Thomas get demoted into tier 5 as well. All-time great players.
I don't know
But
why
being
I
in
can't
tier
see
4
it.
means a player is, at worst, a top 21 player of all time. And I just don't consider Wade or Isaiah to be of that caliber. But I would consider them both to be top 30 players of all time, with similar relatively short but brilliant peaks and playoff heroics throughout their careers. And with these changes, tier 4 becomes a barren wasteland with only 3 players. So we've got some promoting to do, starting with Jerry West, 12 All-NBA
What?
teams, Finals
Anyway.
MVP, and 5
Yo,
All-Defensive
nah.
Team selections with career averages of 27,
Nah,
6,
Jerry West
and
is crazy.
5 a game. The only other
Nah, you're
players in
blasphemous.
NBA history to achieve these career averages are LeBron James and Kevin Durant. So the logo gets the bump into tier 4. My next promotion goes to Moses Malone. 3-time league MVP, a finals MVP, and one of the greatest rebounders the game
hold
has
on,
ever
pause it,
seen.
pause it, pause it, pause it.
Honestly,
Okay, if we're taking with the Jordan and LeBron debate, if we're taking into account the competition that they played against, I feel like we should do that as the same thing for what's it called, for like top 10, top 20, top 30. I don't think Wilt nor Jerry West nor none of these old players can compete with any of these newer generational players.
Yes. Okay. So this is why
Agreed.
I'm gonna wait to the
Bro,
end.
you didn't just see, you saw Jerry West, right? You
Yes,
saw,
yes.
You saw his ass, right?
I'm gonna wait to the end to say why. I don't like the pyramid in general, but like yes, I agree. Well, one, I think that we'll play a little bit the easiest era of freaking all
Yo, wait, hold
time.
on. On the bottom, next to Charles Barkley, on the left, who the fuck
That's
is
Bob
that?
Pettit. Talk about
Bob
Bob
Pettit.
talk about the black and white guy.
Yes.
That's
For
Bob
anybody
Pettit.
anybody
Okay,
that's
I can
black
name
and
it.
white
Bob
is
Pettit.
nowhere near this
I can
team.
name everybody in. Dwayne Wade right there, Isaiah Thomas, Scotty, John. That's Elgin Baylor, David West, David West. Bob Pettit, Charles, John Havlicek. You know the last 3.
But all I'm saying, bro,
Mbappe. What's Mbappe doing it?
anybody that's in black and white does not deserve to be on this list right now.
Jerry West not black and white.
He still don't deserve to be on this fucking list.
he should have never been in tier 5 to begin with. So let's put him where he truly belongs. And my last pair of
Turn
promotions
your
goes to
camera on,
Dirk
bro. Let's see
Nowitzki
what you're doing.
and Kevin Garnett. The
Valid,
individual
valid,
dominance
valid.
of both KG and Dirk that
Let's see
spanned
what you're doing,
over
gang.
2 decades
Bro, get
is
your
matched
ass
by
out
only a
the fucking
handful of
camera,
all-time
bro.
greats.
Bro.
But if not, their sustained
Jamal.
So Corey, what are we about? I said, hey, turn on that Netflix. I'm trying to give you a
was their massive peak that earned them a spot in Tier 4. Two of the most skilled, versatile, and imposing big men that earned them the X 2 decade. Garnett
No, that's
truly
valid, though. That's
belongs.
valid.
And my
I fuck
last
with
pair
that.
of
I fuck with Dirk
promotions
and
goes
Dirk-
to Dirk
KG
Nowitzki and Kevin Garnett.
KG.
The individual
Jamal, look at
Come
the
on.
comments.
Jamal.
Huh?
Jamal, who's better, KG or Dirk?
KG or Dirk?
KG.
Let me answer.
KG or Dirk? I don't know. Bro, to be honest, I didn't watch any of them play. So,
KG.
I mean, from what
Yeah.
I know, okay, as a player, I mean, okay, they were talking about their
Like
abilities as
all-time
players.
status, who do you have higher, KG or Dirk?
KG or Dirk? I'd have to say Dirk. I think KG had a way better team than Dirk did when he won.
dominance of both KG and Dirk that spanned over 2 decades is matched by only a handful of all-time greats. But if not their sustained excellence over the course of 21 seasons, it was their massive peaks that earned them a spot in Tier 4. Two of the
Massive?
most skilled, versatile, and imposing big men the game has ever seen. Which leaves us with Tier 5 and some tough
Nah, but I
decisions
think
to
I go
make.
KG.
There are
I go
only
KG.
2 players that made my original GOAT pyramid that did not make the cut in my new pyramid. And those players are Bob Pettit and Allen Iverson. But with all these adjustments, there are
Yes,
now
sir. He took L.
Flex, my bitch love Coco.
Hey,
Yes,
Bob Pettit, I
you
agree.
need to take John Stockton off and Scotty too.
are Bob Pettit and Allen Iverson. But
And
with
Charles
all
Barkley,
these
the fuck?
adjustments, there are now 2 spots
know
open
that didn't
for
just sneak
2
in
new
here.
players. Of all the players who missed the cut the first time around, the players who I considered for my new pyramid were Giannis
Exactly.
Antetokounmpo, Nikola
Yes,
Jokic,
sir.
James Harden, Chris
Yes.
Paul, and Kawhi Leonard. Of all
Chris
the
Paul, fuck no.
Now,
Fuck no.
yes,
Fuck no.
yes,
Fuck no.
Chris,
Fuck no. Fuck no.
yes, yes. Bro, he should add all of them. All of them. Bro, I hate a pyramid. All new on his list. Bro, pack John Stockton up. Bro, pack John Stockton up, bro. Pack John Stockton up.
Bro, John. Okay, yeah, okay. Well, no. I put John Stockton higher than Chris Paul.
No, you should not do that. Bro, you should not do
Bro,
that.
John Stockton got to the fucking finals at least.
Okay. Chris Paul made it to the finals.
He did. Wait, oh shit, he did, didn't he?
Yes. Hey,
Wait, hold on,
John-
wait, who are they? Oh, I guess
They were against the Bucks,
just to get
and-
fucking, just
and
to
Giannis
get digged
got-
down by Giannis.
Okay, but anyway, bro, John Stockton literally, bro, John Stockton's overrated, bro. Chris Paul is better than him. Easily.
Charles Barkley doesn't need to be here, bro.
Why not?
Charles Barkley, bro, what the fuck did Charles Barkley do, bro?
MVP, multiple All-Star selection, defense. I'm fine with Barkley. I'm fine. Well, I don't like a pyramid, but I'm fine with Barkley. I'm fine
I'd
with
switch out Giannis for Barkley.
That's fine. Giannis
Giannis actually was able to carry a team.
This
Carry a team to a final championship.
This pyramid was made the middle of this season. So Jokic didn't win his championship yet, but he still has 2 MVPs though. So either way, but like Harden should be on this list. Kawhi, like everybody who was a possible addition should be on this pyramid. Literally, is y'all here?
Huh? I don't know.
Oh, you're muted.
I think
The active
what's it
players
called?
in the NBA,
Yeah. No, go
aside
ahead.
from LeBron, Steph, and Durant, these are the only players who
No,
even
go
have
ahead.
a shot at making the
Already
pyramid.
played.
And since my original pyramid 3.5 years ago, Nikola Jokic has made 4 All-NBA teams, 3 of them being first-team selections. He's won back-to-back MVPs, he's led the Nuggets to the conference finals, and he's put up 2 of the most historically efficient and productive seasons in league history. It's only a matter of time before Jokic joins the GOAT pyramid. but at the moment, it's just a bit too soon. Now, for the case of James Harden, I had to sit and really think about his potential addition to the pyramid. Harden had one of the highest offensive peaks in league history, averaging 31, 8, and 6 a game over the course of 6 seasons. He's won an MVP, he's made 7 All-NBA teams, and he's just one of 7 players in NBA history to win a scoring title and an assist title. But where James Harden falls short compared to other players on the pyramid is his performance in the playoffs. He just hasn't broke through on the biggest stage. And the heliocentric offense that allowed him to put up such unbelievable stat lines became a weak point to his teams in the postseason. So for now, James Harden does not crack the GOAT pyramid. The next player I considered was Chris Paul, one of the most complete point guards in recent years.
The point guard!
Despite his lack of playoff success, he has managed to completely transform every team he's been a part of. CP3 is a tricky one because, as I touched on before, if you compare Chris Paul to John Stockton, who is in tier 5 on my pyramid, their careers are almost identical. And after CP3's first trip to the finals last season, their overall numbers and accomplishments only become more and more similar with time. Chris Paul had a higher peak, but Stockton's record-breaking ability to generate offense for nearly 2 decades.
So you're a liar.
Bro, I'm tired of that, bro. That's such a bro.
Stockton is not better than CP3.
Bro, I hate that, bro. Jamal.
Hold on. I know this is off topic. It's extremely off topic. But you know who would be like a fucking wonderful addition to the Warriors? Like a perfect addition?
Who?
Jokic.
If we can get him. But
Bro,
Jokic would be good on the team. He's a demon.
Yeah, but I'm saying like his play style is like fucking. Bro, I don't think Chris Paul's gonna do much on the Warriors.
I honestly don't know. But like the reason why I like him on the Warriors, I've sat down, I've thought about it. I was gonna make a video on it, but I don't know. I thought about it, had a couple days to rethink. The reason why, because you saw the Draymond Green podcast when he said why we didn't work this season. You saw that, Jamal?
Wait, no, I didn't. He said why it's not gonna work this season?
He said the reason why we worked back then and why we didn't work now was because Chris Paul, like Jordan Poole, plays so similar to Curry that it allows. The reason we played so good back then with our bench is because our bench played different than Stephen Curry. Mm-hmm. So it allowed
they have to play around him.
When defense adjusted to Curry, we put our bench in. So they adjusted to our bench. Like we confused them, which was right. So when we put Jordan Poole plays so similar to Curry that they already have defenses set up to stop both of them, and it stopped their off. It still didn't stop Curry because like Curry's a demon, but like still. So I agree with him. So I think Curry will help our bench. I think Paul will help our bench out. It is that money.
No, bro. I feel like they play similarly too, bro. What is he? He's just a playmaker.
Chris Paul don't play similar to Curry.
I mean, not similar. I mean, he's a playmaker, just how Curry's a playmaker.
I know, but like Curry plays.
I say Chris Paul is a better playmaker because he spreads the court a little bit more, and like you don't know what the hell he's going on next. So like having Curry and Chris Paul in the same place, Curry can handle the ball, but now that Chris Paul's in there, he doesn't need to do anything.
Chris Paul's on the bench. There's no way Chris Paul's starting because Chris Paul is not that good of a shooter he used to be. But
either way though.
That'd be crazy if he's on the bench. I'm not gonna hold you.
He's come off the bench. If he starts, it wouldn't make sense. I don't really put a small forward. I don't know. But it's not gonna work because like the reason why they have somebody. Well, Curry's not that bad of a defender no more. But like they gonna play Wiggins. I'm tripping. They finna run Curry, Clay, Wiggins, Draymond, and Looney. I'm tripping. That's what they're gonna run. They want to Curry off the bench. I mean, Chris Paul off the bench.
I think Wiggins fits in pretty good. Yeah, I don't know.
Wiggins,
I feel like that's probably really realistically the only place for Chris Paul is on the bench. But I feel like I don't know.
Didn't they say Wiggins could have steal Curry's MVP in the finals? How good he played?
People are idiots.
Yeah. No, look, I feel like I just couldn't imagine a situation where it's like the last few seconds in the game or some shit, and like fucking Chris Paul is just watching on the bench. Like I don't know.
He is. You just
like he started for most of his career. Though.
I know. Hey, that's what you gotta do. You gotta adjust. You gotta adjust. People don't adjust. Why in the NBA? Then say to Melo. Melo said him getting cut from the Thunder helped him adjust. You gotta adjust. You getting old, fella. You gotta adjust.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Melo now is a spot-up shooter. If you think about it, nigga,
he's not in the NBA no more.
Shoot, bucket.
Not NBA. He finna go over. He probably go overseas.
No, he retired.
Who?
He going to China with the. He going to China.
What Brooks? Oh no, Dylan Brooks on the Rockets.
I know him. I don't know why.
I was at the mall playing Call of Duty, bent over, grown man tried to eat my booty. I said you could do it, cause little dude, I'm fruity. Then I got upset, Lil Hammers is moody. Then I kissed him in his mouth. I lifted up this blouse and my cock got aroused. I said, motherfucker, I'ma drive to your house. Then I started hitting him in his damn mouth. Gawk, gawk, gawk.
Being a
Bro,
lockdown
I would
point
literally
guard
shoot
defender gives him a razor thin
Dylan
edge
Brooks
over
will destroy you. No pause, nigga.
CP3, in my
Oh.
opinion. So for now, Chris Paul doesn't quite crack
does.
tier 5,
He deserves
which
it.
leaves us with the 2 new additions to my GOAT pyramid. Giannis Antetokounmpo and Kawhi
Where
Leonard.
you putting
Now,
Giannis?
since my original pyramid,
you
which
putting
was
Giannis?
released just before the end of the 2019 season, Giannis has went from a great, young, ascending player to a certified all-time great. In just 3.5 years, Giannis won a championship, 2 MVPs, a Finals MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, 4
No, fact, Giannis
All-NBA
needs to be
first teams, 4
Giannis
All-Defensive
really
first
like it.
teams, and an All-Star Game MVP, while averaging 30 points, 12 rebounds,
Giannis
and
is a
6
demon,
assists per
bro.
game.
Oh God.
That's a pretty solid
Yeah,
3.5
man.
year stretch for the big man. So I had to add Giannis to the pyramid, and I'm going to put him comfortably in tier 4. And with our second addition to tier 5. My original pyramid was created 3 weeks before Kawhi won his second championship and second Finals MVP, which led to his greatness stock skyrocketing. Now, Kawhi is a tough player to rank among any all-time scenario because when he's playing, he's one of the greatest players to ever lace up. But over the last few seasons, he just hasn't laced up a whole lot. But it's impossible
Facts.
to look past his 2 Finals MVPs and his run as the best two-way player in the NBA. So Kawhi gets added to the pyramid, but just barely, sneaking into tier 5. And there it is.
Agree.
You're lying to
GOAT
yourself.
pyramid.
You don't.
And I want to
okay.
point out a few interesting things that I noticed throughout the process of making this. If we break down the pyramid by position, there are 6 point guards, 3 shooting guards, 8 small forwards, 6 power forward, and 7 centers featured on the pyramid. I initially thought centers would have the largest presence here, with big men running the league for nearly 6 decades, but turns out a well-rounded, versatile wing has been the ideal archetype for a potential NBA great. If we break the
Correct.
GOAT pyramid down by the decade that each player was drafted in, then we'll find that among all players who made it onto the pyramid, 4 of them were drafted in the 50s, 3 were drafted in the 60s, 2 were drafted in the 70s, a whopping 10 players were drafted in the 80s, 5 in the 90s, 4 in the 2000s, and 2 in the 2010s. And since most players peak in the decade
All the
after
50s and 60s players
it
need
can
to
be
be
said that the
gone, bro.
90s were the best era for NBA basketball, or at least the era that featured the most all-time great talent. Giannis is the youngest player featured on this pyramid at just 28 years old, completely bypassing tier 5 altogether and landing on tier 4 after just 9 seasons in the NBA. This puts Giannis somewhere between the 15th and 20th best player all time. Giannis's ascent amongst the greatest players of all time was pretty quick, but we've seen a rapid climb to basketball royalty like this before. Back in 1996, the NBA announced the 50 greatest NBA players to commemorate the league's 50th anniversary. And despite some backlash on the selection, a 24-year-old Shaquille O'Neal was selected as a top 50 player all time after just 4 seasons in the NBA. The second youngest player that was selected for that exclusive Greatest 50 club was Scottie Pippen, who was 31. Back in 2009, sports writer and analyst Bill Simmons released his original basketball pyramid that featured 96
Simmons?
players. At the time, LeBron James was just 24 years old in his 6th NBA season. He hadn't won a league MVP yet, he had only made 1 trip to the finals at that point, and he just hit his peak. But a young LeBron not only made Bill's GOAT basketball pyramid, he was already so transcendently good that Simmons selected him as the 20th greatest player in NBA history. And after the last half-decade Giannis has put together, he has slingshotted himself onto the same trajectory. Now, I have to mention the handful of players that just narrowly missed the cut. Those players were Steve Nash, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, Jason Kidd, Bob Pettit, Bob Cousy, James Harden, Chris Paul, Nikola Jokic, and George Mikan. All great.
Okay, so I think the video's over. Now I'm gonna say why I don't like a pyramid. One, because a pyramid, like I feel like it doesn't really say who's the only one that says 1 and 2 for is Jordan LeBron because he said it. But like by his pyramid, you're saying Bill Russell's the 3rd greatest, bro. Like I feel like a pyramid doesn't really like numerate it. It doesn't really say who's better and who's better. It's just like tiers. And like, there is no way on this God green earth that John Stockton is in the same tier as Dwayne Wade. He's
Yeah, nah, he definitely isn't.
He's not. And bro, Steve Nash should be on that list. James Harden should be on that list. Chris Paul and Jokic. Even Jokic before winning the championship should be on that list, bro. Like, I don't know why he kept them off. I don't know why John Stockton's on that tier list. He need to get off of that. That's a fraud. John Stockton's a fraud, bro. I don't know why he's on that list. I have no clue why.
I just don't think any, bro. If we're talking about like top 10, top whatever.
This
Bro,
nigga hate old players.
Bro.
Oh God.
When I sit there and watch game film, bro, like especially like when there wasn't even a fucking 3-point basket, bro.
Bro, I'll
Like a
watch.
fucking 3-point line.
Yes, I'll watch Willis Reed play against Wilt Chamberlain. Game 7 of 19 something. I think it was 19. What finals was that? I don't know. But basically, the Knicks won their last championship, and then it was Willis Reed and who's the point guard? Walt Frazier. I watched that game. I was distraught. One, the quality sucks, so I had to like pay attention. And it also like, bro, it just looks so different. Like when you watch old games, you have to be like an avid basketball fan because it just looks totally different. It looks totally different,
bro. And it would, I bet it probably wouldn't even be entertaining, like to this day's audience, bro. I feel like the pace of the game is probably a lot slower.
It's not unless you love basketball like me, because I sit there and watch like series for fun, nigga. Like I watch basketball for fun. If you like me, then okay. But like if you're a regular like casual fan,
but just in general,
you're not watching that.
I feel like I probably like, bro. I bet, bro, you can probably take any fucking high schooler, like in a senior year, and in the fucking freshman year, and put him like in the fucking NBA back then, and he'll put up numbers. I'm being so serious. Like for real, like okay. The thing about it is like, bro. Who's that one dude that just got like arrested? He's a high school player. What's his name?
You gotta look it up.
Bro, fuck.
But like, bro, like literally, bro, I'm sitting there, I'm watching like some old people play. I haven't seen any. I probably seen like 3 or 4 games. I can't watch like that. Bro, people are dribbling with like one hand. Which granted they don't know skills like we know, so it makes sense. But still, like people are dribbling with one hand, People are like barely pulling up. They're not even touching people on. It doesn't even exist. It's like a deep shot would be a deep 2. They will call it a deep 2. They'll be like, oh, that's a deep 2. Like they would say that's a deep 2. And then like literally they would be in the post. Like Wilt would get the ball in the post, right? And everybody else would just be moving around in the mid-range. No spacing, bro. It's so I didn't want to throw up. Like it's no spacing. They just sit there in the mid-range, waiting to do a pull-up shot. It's nasty.
But do you think Kareem Skyhook will be as efficient in this day and age?
Yes.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. 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 Boy, ain't
Some fucking tax associates.
Who played them? Wilt and Bill, right? Not Jordan.
No, not Jordan.
Yeah,
Definitely Wilt, you know. I wouldn't say no. They played against plumbers, but tax associates, no.
Oh my god.
No, I'll say tax associates. Yeah.
With the freaking plumbers, he did not play against plumbers.
Okay, all right. That's whatever.
Bro,
but besides the bad boy Pistons, I really don't think you can name me any other people.
Trailblazers.
Like, bro, Clyde Drexler. Bro, he was not that good.
Los Angeles Lakers.
Bro, put Clyde Drexler in this day's game, bro. He's getting fucking destroyed.
I agree with you, but that's also because Clyde Drexler's not an all-time great.
Facts.
Why are you naming him? Because
when I evaluate a player, I don't air attacks them. Well, yeah, I don't. I don't do that. When I evaluate a player, I look at the area you play in and I use that lens to analyze.
And did you see on that pyramid how many people on that pyramid played against LeBron? Bro, think about it, bro. Kobe.
More people played against. Wait, what? I know you're looking at it through hindsight. You're looking at it through hindsight because right now you know that, but back then, Clyde Drexler, people thought he was a demon. People literally thought that Clyde Drexler was better than Jordan when he played against the Trailblazers. People thought that.
And Jordan shut him off.
And Jordan destroyed him. Like people thought that. I'm telling you what people thought. When I look at somebody, I'm looking at the competition they played against, and I analyze that. I don't look at it in hindsight. Because if I say in hindsight, and of course, but I'm saying I'm looking at that time, who was like that.
Right. Well, if we do look at it through hindsight, and see that LeBron played against a lot, much more better players than he did than Jordan.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. You can do that. I'm not looking through hindsight. I can't do that. That's not.
Bro, just look at this list, bro.
It's not,
bro. Steph,
bro,
KD, Tim Duncan, fucking Dirk, KG, fucking who else, bro? Who else? Dwayne Wade, fucking Kawhi,
the thing is, when LeBron played against them, he didn't play at a high level. Like when he played against them, it actively showed his weaknesses. When Jordan played against all-time greats at his time.
Bro, he did play, bro. Did we not say in this era, he's the GOAT of this era?
You be scared to moan in your girl's ear. I be in my girl ear like,
competition. You have to look at how LeBron James played against tough competition. Because yes, I agree with you. I'm agreeing with what you're saying. When you're looking at a player and you analyze who they played against, you look at how they play. Same reason why I don't have Larry Bird in my top 10, because when he played against certain players in the NBA Finals in Eastern Conference, he played bad. That's why I'm not disagreeing with you. But when you look at when LeBron James played those players, when he played against the Spurs and he couldn't shoot, that's his fault. That's why they lost, because he was actually getting shut down.
Bro, we can talk about small moments all day, bro. We can talk about small moments.
That's a series.
Bro, series or not series, bro. You know how many series he's played in? He's played in so many series, bro. We can't just talk about one series.
That's why. But Jamal,
that you don't just talk about one series that Jordan plays in.
I'm not talking about. I can talk more than 11.
You look at his, bro. I'm sorry, bro. You look at his career as a whole, bro. And like I said, you look at this era, bro. We say that he's the GOAT of this era, and he's the GOAT of that era, right? So meaning whichever era is more tough, that's most likely the better player. Because if that era is more tough and he's the GOAT in it,
bro, you gotta understand. Jamal. Before you say something, let me say this. You gotta understand, Jamal, that no matter what, the next era that comes up is gonna be better than LeBron James. Just know that. So whoever's the GOAT of that era is better than LeBron James.
This could be peak basketball right now.
But Jamal, look, this is what I realize.
That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying.
Yes, you can say LeBron played in a tough era, yes. But if LeBron played bad in it and Jordan played in a, if you want to say LeBron played in a tough era, I'm gonna say
even if you play bad in it, we still call him the GOAT, don't we? We still call him the GOAT of this era, don't we?
Okay, you can call him that. I never said that. In that case, Tim Duncan should be the GOAT. Tim Duncan and Kobe Bryant should be the GOAT. Because they played in the toughest era. 2000s, Tim Duncan or Kobe Bryant should be the GOAT. Because they played in the toughest era.
Okay, which era was more tough? The 2000s or
2000s?
2000s was tougher?
Yes.
It was tougher. It was tougher.
Yes.
It was tougher.
Especially no
you had Shaq dominating in LA. Spurs going crazy. Like
Shaq Spurs. You had the Mavericks. The Mavericks are still good. You have the Lakers. The Timberwolves was a good team for a good 2 periods of time. Like
Okay. So who do we have now? We have the Warriors, the fucking greatest team of all time. Greatest team of all time.
Okay.
Right. Okay. We had the fucking Miami Heat. We had the fucking.
He was on that team. Hey, you cannot do that. You can't say because Blake Air was tougher, he's better. That's a weak argument. I'm not trying to be like, I'm saying that's a weak argument. You have to analyze everything. When it comes to basketball, you have to analyze everything. That's how that works. So when I look at a player and I look at the stats he's saying, okay, why does he have those stats? Why is he playing so bad? Okay, because he played against the all-time great defense. Understand that. So how does he play against this defense? How does he play against that defense? Okay, yes, I agree with that. So when you look at LeBron James and you look at how he played against certain defenses, he didn't play that good. When you're that good of an all-time great player, we have to analyze you against other all-time greats. So LeBron doesn't play that good against other all-time greats in his younger form. From Miami Heat 2012 and up, he's been playing excellent against other all-time greats. But from 2003 to 2011, he did not play good against other all-time greats in the toughest time he's supposed to play. That's why, and I've said it every single time. And LeBron fans just don't. I don't know why I don't understand. I don't know why I don't understand that. Like that's literally a fact. That's literally a fact. You have to analyze. You have to analyze everything. That's how it works. I don't know why.
I agree.
I don't know. I don't know why people just gloss over that, act like it's just not a thing. I have no clue.
That's the end of the video. It's a lot of Jordan, LeBron take stuff that's happening. That's why I skipped some parts of the video. If you don't watch the full thing, go watch the stream. We talked about it for some time. Thanks for watching this video. There'll be more stream highlights coming out soon and more.